How you doing? I'm Trenius and you're on the infamous Living Realm Network. Divine power is always working for us because we're trying to do right. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's my pleasure to have you today once again. Today's topic is about personality. Now, I found that personality could be one of the most hardest things we could ever have to try to search for. It is like a long lost treasure under the rainbow that we are yet to find, if we haven't found it yet. But it's not as hard as it seems. But then again, it seems as if it's hard to know your personality. Me, for an example, once upon a time, I found it very hard to figure out my personality. What was I here for? What is my purpose? Who am I? Why do I do certain things? Why do I act the way I act? What is it about me that makes me different from others? What is it about them that makes them different from you? Now, one thing you must know, personality is everything. If you're not being your true self, then you're not living your life. You won't be happy. There are many different people who have taken professions just because they heard somebody else tell them to do it. They were forced to do it. A lot of people go to college because they are forced to go to college. Their parents told them they have to go to college when they may have possessed the spirit of an entrepreneur in elementary school. And by the time they reach middle school, they probably had the knowledge and the talent and the skills already to create the most latest invention that we are yet to see here in our lifestyles. But that's not the case. They went through a series of different educations from middle school to college to technical school, and they got lost in the mix because somebody told them this is how you find yourself. This is how you find out what you're here to do, But that's not the case with everything. That's not the case with everybody. Sometimes it takes you to figure out who you are. Sometimes you have to close down the thoughts of others and just focus on the thoughts of yourself, and yourself will kind of lead you in a direction. And if that doesn't work, we can start here. So first things first that I would advise when it comes down to you figuring out your personality would be, just utilize your resources. Something as simple as the internet, the World Wide Web of 2016 and beyond. They have many things out here on personality, many different articles, that people have wrote trying to tell you the same things that I'm telling you. They have personality tests that you can actually take where people have created structures and mainframes for you to go in, make multiple choice selections, and at the end of the day, it generates what it thinks based on its system of who you might be as a person. Maybe take 5, 6, 7 of those. There you go. You have it in a nutshell of what some others think of you, and what they've put in the system of what you might be like based on a certain series of questions. That's one way. You can get knowledge from that. Also, they have things like personology test, personology charts, and these could be in book forms. And what it is it allows you to read certain stuff about certain topics. And once you get to the end of the topics in the section, you go to the end of the book and you fill out this chart. And that's a personology stuff. I'm not going to get deep into that, but you have to look it up yourself in order to understand what it is. Another way to figure out your personality is just simply the old Chinese method, horoscopes. If you're Pisces, if you're a Libra, Sagittarius, whatever it may be, look more into your sign. Read more horoscopes daily. Go deep into your sign and read some of the things about a Scorpio, Aquarius, or a Libra. That also will help you come to realization and help you discover some inside secrets about who you are as a person, because those things are aligned up with astronomy. And we have to remember, everything in the whole wide world is for you. It's working for you. It's here. All this information is to let you know who you are and what you're capable of, and that you are and you do matter. Okay, another thing you might want to think about is, what are you interested in? And this is number 2. Well, actually number 3. What are you interested in? What are you interested in the most? When you're sitting around chilling, bored, you don't have nothing to do, what are you thinking about most of the time? When you talk to your friends on the phone, what are you thinking about? You know, when you look at certain stuff on TV, how does it relate to you? How does it resonate with you? What resonates with you in the world? You know, what do you find yourself most drawn to? Is it fashion, clothes, people, food, cars, books, teaching? It could be anything, but you have to think, what am I drawn to? What draws me to it? What am I attracted to? And don't just say men, and fellas, don't just say women. That'll be cheating, I would say. Okay, number 4 would be, what do people see in you? What do people see in you? What do people reach out to you for? Is it for advice? Is it for help? Is it for uplifting them? Is it for helping them come up with a new idea? Is it for just being around them? That they want you to just be around them because you're a comforting person? You know, ask yourself, how do people treat me when I'm around them? What do people make me feel like when I'm around them? How do people act when they're around me? You can get a lot of answers out of people. Ask people questions. Ask people, say, hey, what do you think about me? What do you think I should do? What do you think I'm good at? Ask questions. Ask your teacher, hey, what was it that I was so good at in your class? How did you see me as a student? Ask questions. Ask your pastor. Ask a counselor. Say, when you first saw me, what did you think about me? And believe it or not, people will tell you some things about yourself that you did not know. They will give you answers because they can see who you are, you know, from the outside looking in. And half of the time, the reason why we simply don't know our personalities is because we don't have another view of ourselves only than who we are as a person. Another thing is, how do you feel most of the time? Your emotions. What are your emotions telling you? What is your mind telling you? Are you empathetic? Are you an empath? Do you show sympathy? You know, are you extremely energetic? For instance, a person who's extremely energetic might not know that they're an athlete in their heart, you know? And a couple of days ago, somebody might have came to them, the opportunity probably came to them, hey, do you want to play flag football with us? And the universe is calling them, but they don't know that they're an athlete. You know, they don't understand all the opportunities that are presenting itself to them because they are yet to find out that they are an athlete. You know, a person who likes to talk a lot. You like to talk a bunch. This person loves to talk a whole lot. It could be you. You like to talk about people's problems. You like to give people the microphone. Hey, what do you think about this? Well, what I think is I think you should fire that person. I think you should fire him. I wouldn't give him a chance, a doubt. You should fire that person. This person is always talking. They're a leader. They want to take control of the situation. You might be a radio host, or you might be a TV host. You know, you might be a counselor. You know, you always want to have the say so as far as what you think, you know, should happen in people's lives. And you're usually probably always right. You never know. Could be the president. Okay. Another thing I wrote down was books. Books. Simply just read books. There are a lot of authors out there. People who wrote books and trying to tell you what they know. They're trying to give you their knowledge. And sometimes when you read other people's knowledge, or even like this video, when you listen to others people's knowledge and their advice and their suggestions, they're trying to get you to understand who you are based on what they've went through. So we're all trying to help each other here. Let's not forget the books. They're inspiring books. Let's leave the computer sitting over here one day and let's just take it to the library and let's just read some books and let's just figure out some things that we didn't know that somebody wrote. And they're so kind to have wrote it down for us so that we can get it ages on down the line. Okay. And those books could be just autobiographies. If you have a favorite person, somebody that you admire most in movies, on TV, an icon, celebrity, whoever it may be, read the autobiography of their life. Their life could tell you a lot of different things about yourself. Maybe you're interested in their life because you have the same purpose as them, or you are interested in the same things as them, and therefore it is meant for you to go down the same path that they went down to get to where you have to go. Now, you're not going to be just like that person, you know, but it will give you insight if you admire this person so much about who you are, because you're drawn to their energy. Like energy attracts each other. It resonates with each other. The people that you study the most, the people that you admire the most, the people that you love the most, the people that you look to for answers and guidance the most in your life. Like I said, whether it's in everyday reality or it's on TV, wherever it's at, your energy is attracted to that person simply because you are just like that person in small ways that you are yet to understand. And another way could be to understand your personality could be just learning through music. What type of music are you attracted to? What are these lyrics saying when you listen to this music? Because we all understand, for instance, music comes on the radio. And what they always say on the radio, hey, turn up the volume on these radio waves and let it go through the airwaves. What are they saying? They're basically saying that music is vibrations. That's why we like to dance when we hear the beats. You know, we dance when we hear sounds. We dance when we hear cymbals, tambourines, drums, because all this music is doing is making a rhythm. It's making a rhythm that you like to dance to. It's creating a different vibration, a ripple in the universe. It's just a vibration. When you hear sound rings going up and down the street and they go, what these sound rings are doing, and they're making ripples in the universe, which are creating vibrations that connect with you to say, hey, this is an emergency. Get out the way. Okay? So listen to the music with more depth and detail and understanding, because you're attracted to certain lyrics that this artist is singing, you know? So listen to music and really get down to the bottom of why you feel the way you feel when you listen to that music. That can help you understand a lot about your personality. Okay? All right. Another thing that I got is family. You can learn a lot from the family around you. How are your family members? How do they act? What are they doing in their life today? How did they used to be? We all know how our family members grew up because they're always telling us stories about their past life. So you might need to ask yourself, you know, I look at my uncle and I see he has a strong drive. He's like a leader. He's always bossing people around, telling people what to do. Maybe I have some of that in me too. And you just think about that. You go back to thinking and you say, hey, do I have some of those traits in my blood? Because we do have the same blood. So you can look at your family members, your parents, your mother, your father. Look at them and help their lives, you know, being a reflection for you in your life. Don't take on everything about this family member or people in your family. Just see what it is about them that you may have, and you may come to a consensus and a conclusion about what type of gifts and talents and traits that you may have within yourself, which can help you figure out your personality. And last but not least, you might want to ask yourself, what difference do I want to make in the world? The life that you're living, what difference do you want to make? Every day we wake up, we go do something. But there must be something on everyone's minds that say, hey, I think this is changing the world, because the world is not a perfect place. And neither are we perfect. But our personalities have something to offer. We're all unique individuals and unique human beings. And the reason why you were created was because you have something to offer to the world. It's something about you. It's just something really special about you. It is so special that you have yet to figure out your personality. Now it's time to dig deep. You got to get rolling, because that's what we're doing. We're rolling every day. And so ask yourself, when I see the world, what is it that you want to change? What is it that I want to change when I see the world? It could be anything. And when you figure out that answer, I think you figure out your personality. You figure out why you feel the way you feel. Why you want to offer the things that you want to offer. Why do you want to do the things that you want to do to certain people around you? What do you think about the most? How do you normally feel on a regularly basis? What are you attracted to? What type of music you like to hear? What type of lyrics do you like to hear? What resonates with you? What type of friends do you like to have in your circle? What type of places do you like to go? All these things will help you figure out your personality. And at the end of the day, you'll find out who you are. Thank you for watching. I'm Trenius and you're on the Living Realm Network. Please subscribe and comment below and share the video. Thank you.